Are the Lakers about to shake up the NBA landscape again? A blockbuster trade has just gone down, and it's sending shockwaves through the league. With a key player joining the roster, we need to break down what this means for our title hopes and how it impacts our rivals. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay in the loop with all things Lakers. The recent trade between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets has sent shockwaves through the NBA. And as a passionate Lakers fan, I can't help but feel both excitement and trepidation about what this means for our team, and for the Pelicans too. The Lakers acquired Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, sending D'Angelo Russell and 3 second-round picks to Brooklyn. Now, while this move strengthens our roster as we gear up for the new year, it also brings to light a sobering reality for the Pelicans. With names like Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum potentially on the trading block, the Pelicans seem poised to make some serious moves. These players are immensely talented, and any team looking to bolster their scoring should be putting in calls. Zion is a generational talent when healthy, and Ingram is a skilled scorer who can create his own shot. McCollum, with his experience and ability to stretch the floor, is the kind of player that contenders crave as a third option. But here's the kicker. Despite having these valuable assets, the Pelicans might struggle to get the deals they want. The trade market this season is shaping up to be tricky. Just look at the Nets. They couldn't even secure a first-round pick for Finney-Smith, a player in high demand. If a team like Brooklyn, which is in a strong position to negotiate, can't land a first-rounder for a coveted piece, what does that say for the Pelicans? It's a stark reminder that having talent doesn't always translate into market value. Teams are hesitant to part with their first-round picks, making it harder for sellers like New Orleans to find the right trade partners. Now, I'm left wondering about our own strategy. The Lakers made a calculated move to enhance our roster, but what will the Pelicans do? If they indeed decide to offload some of their stars, will they find teams willing to meet their asking price? The landscape is shifting, and it's hard not to feel a bit anxious about how it all plays out. I mean, with the way the market is, could we see a scenario where Zion and company remain in New Orleans because no one is willing to pay the price? As a Lakers fan, I'm thrilled with our latest acquisition. Finney-Smith brings defensive prowess and versatility that can be invaluable in the playoffs, but I also can't shake this feeling of uncertainty regarding the Pelicans. Their situation could change the dynamics of the Western Conference. If they can't move their stars for adequate compensation, we might just see them sticking around, potentially strengthening their resolve to compete against us. It makes you think, was this trade the right move for the Lakers? Did we give up too much? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, we've added a player who can help us win now, but on the other, I can't help but wonder if we could have held on to those picks for something even bigger down the line. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Was this the right call for the Lakers? Are you confident in our path forward, or do you share my concerns? Let's dive into this discussion. I want to know your expectations and frustrations regarding our team and the broader trade landscape. What do you think the Pelicans should do? Will they find a way to leverage their stars, or will they be left holding on to them? Your insights are valuable, so drop your thoughts in the comments below. The Los Angeles Lakers have made a move that should have fans buzzing, bringing in Dorian Finney-Smith to bolster the rotation. This trade is a step in the right direction, especially since we've been waiting for the front office to show some aggressiveness after a quiet offseason. Finney-Smith is one of the most versatile defenders in the league, and his ability to switch on nearly any player will undoubtedly make life easier for Anthony Davis. But let's be real. Despite this positive addition, there's still a significant issue looming over this team: the center position. Remember back in September 2023, when Davis expressed his desire for more support down low? He wanted the Lakers to enhance their depth at center so he could shift to the power forward spot more often. Fast forward 15 months later, and we're still discussing the same problem. It's frustrating, isn't it? Davis is a generational talent, and he deserves the help he's been asking for. Finney-Smith will help Davis defensively, but we can't ignore the fact that the Lakers need a strong presence at center to truly compete. As of now, Los Angeles sits at 18-13, fifth in the Western Conference, and trending upward with a solid record of 6 wins in their last 8 games. That's commendable, but the statistics tell a different story. We're ranked number 20 in offensive rebounds allowed, and number 21 in second chance points permitted. That's not going to cut it come playoff time. When you look at our second chance points scored, sitting at number 23, You realize that if Davis isn't protecting the rim or creating second chances, we're in trouble. Let's not forget our history in the playoffs against teams like the Denver Nuggets, where we've lost 8 of our last 9 playoff games. Nikola Jokic, despite how incredible he is, isn't the only challenge we face. The reality is that any center over 250 pounds tends to have their way with our defense. This trend can't continue if we want to be serious contenders. Dorian Finney-Smith may help limit dribble penetration, giving Davis a better chance to protect the rim. But if we don't address the gap in the center position, we're just putting a band-aid on a much larger issue. The Lakers have already traded away key assets like D'Angelo Russell and 3 second-round picks to bring in Finney-Smith, leaving us with limited resources to make further deals. So, is this the path we want to take? I'm genuinely torn. On one hand, I appreciate the move to get Finney-Smith. He's a strong player who brings defensive versatility, but I can't help but feel anxious about the gaping hole at center. Will we be able to find someone who can step up and support Davis, or are we destined to struggle against bigger teams again? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think this trade was the right decision? Personally, I'm hoping for more moves, but I understand that the front office has limitations right now. What are your expectations for the rest of the season? Are you as frustrated as I am about the lack of depth at center? Let's get this conversation going in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this update and share your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest Lakers news and analysis. Trust me, you don't want to miss any of the updates as we dive deeper into the season. And remember to activate that notification bell so you're always in the loop. This is a critical time for the Lakers, and as fans, we need to stay engaged and support our team. Let's keep the faith and hope for some positive changes ahead.